The teacher said my son wasn't cut out for science. Then I discovered she'd stolen his research project. My son Leo came home from school last Thursday and went straight to his room. No snack raid, no Xbox, nothing. Just the soft click of his door closing. At dinner, he pushed his pasta around his plate. Mrs. Castellan says I should drop AP chemistry, he finally said. She thinks I'm not scientifically minded enough. This was the kid who turned our garage into a makeshift lab at 12. He spent his allowance on chemistry sets instead of video games. Something wasn't right. After dinner, I found him dismantling his homemade water purification system, the one he'd been perfecting for months. What's going on, Leo? 20 minutes later, the truth spilled out. For his semester project, Leo had developed a low-cost water testing kit using household materials. It could detect heavy metals with 89% accuracy. He'd submitted it 3 weeks ago. Yesterday, Mrs. Castellan announced she'd be presenting at the State Science Education Conference. She showed the class her innovative breakthrough, a water testing method using common materials. Leo's exact process, down to the specific reagent combinations he discovered through trial and error. When Leo approached her after class, she laughed. "These are standard chemical reactions, Leo. You can't claim ownership of basic science. Besides, your written report was poorly structured. Maybe focus on your writing skills instead of pretending to be a researcher." I called the school that evening. The department head, Dr. Morrison, was dismissive. "Mrs. Castellan has been teaching for 15 years. She holds 2 master's degrees. I hardly think she needs to steal ideas from teenagers." But Leo documented everything. Every student thinks they've invented something new. Mrs. Castellan is our most decorated teacher. She's presenting this weekend, representing our entire district. We're not going to create drama over a student's misunderstanding. That night, I couldn't let it go. Leo had photographed every stage of his experiments, keeping a detailed lab notebook with dates. I compared his timestamps to Mrs. Castellan's sudden breakthrough. Then I found something interesting in the conference program online. Mrs. Castellan wasn't just presenting. She was a finalist for the Innovative Educator Award. The winner would receive a $25,000 grant and automatic consideration for the State Teacher of the Year. I dug deeper. The conference selection committee included 3 members. One was Dr. Morrison's wife. Another was Mrs. Castellan's cousin. The third was her former graduate school advisor. Everything made sense now. This wasn't about one stolen project. This was about money, prestige, and a carefully orchestrated plan. Saturday morning, I drove Leo to the farmer's market in Riverside, 2 towns over. We set up a small booth between the honey vendor and the organic soap lady. Leo's handwritten sign read, "Test your water for lead and mercury, $1." People were curious. Leo explained his process, demonstrated the color change reactions, and compared results with professional test strips I'd bought to verify accuracy. Within 2 hours, we tested 43 samples. Word spread quickly when 3 wells tested positive for concerning lead levels. By noon, a reporter from the Riverside Gazette stopped by. She was investigating water quality in rural communities. Leo walked her through his entire process, showing his months of documentation. She took photos of his lab notebook, every dated entry showing development from January through March. The article ran Monday morning. Local teens' ingenious water testing method helps Riverside residents identify contamination. It included Leo's full methodology and a timeline of his development process. By Monday afternoon, my phone was ringing. Not Mrs. Castellan. Her conference presentation had been that morning. It was Dr. Patricia Henley from the State University's chemistry department. She'd seen the article and cross-referenced it with the conference proceedings. "Your son's work is remarkably similar to what was presented as original research at our conference," she said carefully. "We take academic integrity very seriously in the scientific community." Tuesday morning, Mrs. Castellan wasn't in class. The substitute said she was at a professional meeting. By Wednesday, the school board had quietly opened an investigation into potential academic misconduct. The conference committee rescinded her award nomination pending review. Thursday afternoon, Principal Jackson called me personally. Mrs. Castellan had submitted her resignation, effective immediately. The district would be reviewing all student research submissions from the past 3 years. But the best part came on Friday. Dr. Henley called again. "We'd like to invite Leo to present his original research at the university's Young Scientists Symposium. We're also offering him a summer internship in our environmental chemistry lab." Leo's working on his presentation now. He's nervous but excited. Yesterday, he set his water purification system back up in the garage.